हेलो स्टूडेंट्स। तो आज हम लोग पढ़ने वाले हैं एक नया टॉपिक जो कि है मैटर। तो मैटर होता क्या है? एनीथिंग अराउंड अस इज नोन एज मैटर। आइदर इट इज सॉलिड, लिक्विड और गैस। फ्रॉम एयर वी breathe to the ground beneath our feet, everything comprises of matter. Everything is matter. Matter forms the foundation of our physical universe. Today we will learn about different stages of matter. What are the different states like solid, liquid, and gas? What are the properties of matter? How they convert from one state to another. So let's discuss. So, what is matter? Matter is anything that possesses mass and occupies space. Anything. It can be table, chair, from blackboard to chalk, and everything is matter. From your computer to your mobile phone. Everything is a matter. This seemingly simple definition encompasses everything around us. It defines that everything around us that is visible or either not visible is matter itself. From the smallest speck of dust to the largest celestial bodies like Jupiter and galaxies, everything is matter. The concept of matter is fundamental to understanding the physical world. Every object, every substance, every material around us is a matter. So we will move further to the next slide, which is characteristics of matter. Matter exhibits several fundamental characteristics that defines its behavior and properties. These characteristics apply universally from the smallest particle to the largest structure. As we have discussed earlier, the matter is composed of particles. These particles can be atom, molecules, ions, depending upon the substance. There is always a certain space between these particles, which is known as intermolecular spaces. Particles in matter are not tightly packed, but have spaces between them. The size of these spaces varies depending on the state of matter and determining properties like compressibility. For example, the solid has very less intermolecular space, whereas the liquid has more than that, and the gaseous form of matter has most intermolecular spaces between the atoms. Constant motion. Particles are continuously in motion, vibrating, rotating, or moving from one place to another. The energy of this motion increases with temperature and determines the state of matter. For example, in gaseous state, the particles move rapidly and vibrate in its position, rotate and move from one place to another. It depends upon the temperature. If the temperature is very high, the movement of the particle increases. The speed of the movement also increases. And the temperature is the determining factor of the motion as well as the state of matter, which we will discuss further. The next point is interparticle forces. Just like intermolecular spaces, every matter has interparticle forces or intermolecular forces between its molecules or particles. These forces are also known as van der Waals forces. Particles attract each other through force of attraction. The strength of these force varies from different substance, determining properties like melting and boiling points. Now we will move further to the next point, that is particle nature of matter. The particle nature of matter explains many of its observable properties. Understanding that matter is composed of tiny invisible particles help us to explain phenomena like diffusion, dissolving, and change in state. The particles of matter has very small size. The particle sizes are measured in nanometer, which is around 10 to the power minus 9 meter. Diffusion. The movement of particle from higher concentration to lower is known as diffusion. अगर हम इसके एग्जाम्पल के बारे में बात करें तो इसका एग्जाम्पल हो सकता है dispersion of ink in the water. The next point is dissolving. When sugar is dissolved in water, sugar particles separates and mix with water particles, filling the spaces between them. The particles remains but become too dispersed to see. One more real world example we can take, that is when you take a spoonful of sugar and add it to your tea, the sugar particles break apart and distribute themselves among the water molecules. Though invisible, the sugar particles still exist, which is why your tea tastes sweet. Now we will move further to the next point, that is states of matter. There are primarily three states of matter, that are solid, liquid, and gas, each with distinct properties determined by arrangement and the behavior of its particles. These states represent different levels of particle energy and interparticle forces. The first state is solid. Particles are closely packed in a fixed arrangement with strong force of attraction. यहाँ पे फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन काफी स्ट्रांग होता है सॉलिड में, जिसके कारण पार्टिकल्स मूवमेंट नहीं कर पाते. सॉलिड हैव डेफिनेट शेप एंड वॉल्यूम विथ पार्टिकल वाइब्रेटिंग एट फिक्स पोजीशन. सेकंड आता है लिक्विड. पार्टिकल्स आर लेस टाइटली पैक्ड with moderate force of attraction. Liquids have definite volume but not fixed shapes, taking their shape of their container as particles can move past each other. थर्ड आता है गैस. पार्टिकल्स आर वाइडली स्प्रेड विथ नेग्लिजिबल फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन. यहाँ पे फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन इतना कम होता है कि उसको हम ना के बराबर भी मान सकते हैं. गैसेस हैव नाइदर डेफिनेट शेप, ना ही इनका फिक्स कोई वॉल्यूम होता है, expanding to fill their container as particles move freely at high speed. इन तीन स्टेट्स ऑफ मैटर के अलावा कई और स्टेट्स के बारे में भी आप हायर क्लासेस में पढ़ेंगे, जैसे कि प्लाज्मा एंड बोस आइंस्टीन कंडेंसेट. अब हम आते हैं अगले पॉइंट पर, जो कि है प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ सॉलिड, लिक्विड एंड गैस. Each state of matter exhibits certain properties that distinguish it from one another. These properties arise from the arrangement, movement, and force between particles in each state. The first state is solid. Solids have definite shape and volume. As we have discussed earlier, it has high density and incompressibility. Particle vibrates at fixed position. If they have strong interparticle forces, they cannot flow easily. Next, we have liquid. Definite volume, not fixed shape. High density, but slightly compressible. Particles can move and slide past each other. Moderate interparticle forces can flow and take container space. If we fill one container with liquid and transfer it into another container, then the liquid will take the shape of the other container. Similarly, gases also have indefinite volume and shape. There is no fixed shape and volume of the gas. Low density and high compressibility make them easy to compress. That's why we can compress gases into the cylinders at very high pressure. Particles move rapidly in random direction. Negligible interparticle forces expand to fill entire container. For example, oxygen cylinders. Some solids, like glass, are known as amorphous solids because they are pseudo-solids and does not follow some properties of solid. We will further move to the next point, which is change of state. Matter can transform between different states when energy is added or removed. These changes represent fundamental processes in nature and have numerous practical applications in daily life. Melting. Melting is the conversion from the state of solid to the liquid. We have seen the melting of ice cubes in our daily lives. When solid is heated, particles gain energy and vibrate more vigorously. It melts. At the melting point, particles overcome interparticle forces and begin move freely, forming a liquid. Example as I have given to you, ice cube melting into water. अगला पॉइंट आता है freezing. When a liquid is cooled, particle loses energy and slow down. At the freezing point, particles can no longer move freely and settle into fixed position, forming a solid. इसका एग्जाम्पल है वाटर फ्रीजिंग इनटू आइस. इवेपोरेशन डिपेंड करता है सरफेस एरिया पर एज वेल एज टेम्परेचर पर. इसके बाद आते हैं कंडेंसेशन पर. गैस का वापस से लिक्विड में कन्वर्ट हो जाना कंडेंसेशन कहलाता है. इसका बेस्ट एग्जांपल हम देख सकते हैं क्लाउड्स में. जब भी रेन होती है तो जो क्लाउड्स गैसियस फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट हैं एयर में, वो लिक्विड में कन्वर्ट होके रेन के फॉर्म में नीचे गिरते हैं. इसका एक और एग्जांपल है जब हम किसी बॉटल में चिल्ड वाटर को फिल करते हैं तो उसके बाहर आसपास की वाटर वेपर्स कंडेंस होकर के एक लेयर ऑफ ड्रॉपलेट्स बना लेते हैं. ये भी कंडेंसेशन का ही एक एग्जांपल है. इसके बाद आते हैं सब्लिमेशन पर. आपने कई बार नेप्थलीन बॉल्स को कहीं पर रख के छोड़ दिया होगा और कुछ दिन बाद देखा होगा कि वो नेप्थलीन बॉल्स वहां पर नहीं, वो नेप्थलीन बॉल्स एक्चुअली सब्लिमेट हो गई. इसी प्रोसेस को कहते हैं सब्लिमेशन. Some solid transform directly into gas without passing through liquid stage. This occurs when interparticle forces are weak enough to particle to escape directly into gaseous state. इसका एक और बहुत अच्छा एग्जांपल है ड्राई आइस, जो कि होता है सॉलिड CO2. ये भी डायरेक्टली सॉलिड से गैस में कन्वर्ट हो जाती है, लिक्विड में कन्वर्ट नहीं होती. So today we have discussed about various states of matter and their properties. Hope you have understood the topic. Thank you very much.